Rohit Srivastava is going to join us on the technicals to talk to us about how the setup is right now. We'll be joined by a lot of corporates as well, right in from different managements of earnings as well. But Rohit, as I promised, is with us. Rohit, let's start by discussing the market setup right now. For the last many days, there has been a bit of sell-on rally which is happening. Do you think that is going to be the trend, at least in the immediate term?
So we very much seen this market, attempt to close up one day, then it's down the following day, and then it's up again and then down again. However, it has made a series of higher highs and higher lows, and that is a pattern that you want to see breaking to really, sense that yes, we are seeing this upward bounce that we have seen from say the 24th of January come to a close. And for that, I would really wanted to go back below the low that we made on budget day, that is 21,658. And that would really be a sign that, yeah, we are turning lower. We'd also want to see the, broad market give us that sense, because this is the 10th day today that the small cap index is higher than the previous day. Of course, we haven't closed, so we've seen 9 consecutive positive closings. And it's only when the broad market really gives up is, where we would start feeling that a corrective phase is actually kicking in. But as of now, what you're feeling, the sell-on rise is essentially because I think, some part of the market is doing exceedingly well, like the PSUs in specific. But there are other parts of the market that are, not really participating, like banking. And so that gives you a feeling that, there's a sell-on rise happening. But there are some parts of the market that are, keeping it up.
Right, Rohit, this is Vinny joining in the conversation as well. I want to pick up a point that you were highlighting, right? PSUs, they've seen a very good run-up as well. Is that something still interesting? Would you still look at the PSU pack? Any specific names or sectors in the PSU basket? Or, is it something that now one should just stay away from given the run-up?
Yeah, so we were very positive on PSU stocks in general for most of the last 2 years. But, right now, especially short to medium term, I would become cautious for many different reasons. One of them being that when we look at the weekly chart of the PSE index and you look at the RSI indicator, it's actually at 93, and on the monthly charts it's at 91. Now readings above 90 are very, very rare. The last time it happened was 2003, so it's very, very long back. And when we get this kind of reading, we would sense that some kind of a near-term setback is due or expected before things can normalize again. So it's had a pretty one-sided run, and you don't want to just buy into the highs. You want to let it settle down before you really do that. So we're actually cautious. I'm actually sounding out cautious on the run up in the PSU basket.
Also in terms of what's your view coming in on the realty space, right? Because that's something that has already seen a very, very good run up as well in the last 1 year. So overall, realty as a sector, is it time that, one should still enter something in the realty basket, or something that you should watch out for?
Yeah, and it's an interesting space with some kind of a lag. Reality ends up doing well after equities do well. So there's usually a lead lag. And which is why I think more than a year into this bull run, reality has started to pick up. So that's completely normal. And sometimes the sector as such, at least fundamentally, can continue to do well even after equities start cooling off. But equity prices can be extremely correlated. So we'll see. It doesn't so far look like any major reversal has really happened on the reality index, and probably if it pulls back 814 on the Nifty Realty Index would be a good support level to watch. If it holds that, then maybe the upward trend can really continue, and that's what we'll be looking for.
Okay, and Rohit, lastly, in the small and mid-cap space, do you think there is anything in terms of value that is still left? Because, you were talking about how the run-up has already come in. So, any value that is still left in that basket, and where and any specific stock maybe you're looking at?
So value can be tricky because on the one side, it is true that even in the last quarter, earnings of the mid and small cap segment were far higher than the Nifty segment, like a difference of around 28 to 30% earnings growth. Even now, I think some stocks are still reporting positive earnings. So if earnings growth is a source of value, then that value may still be there. What very short term is the botheration is that it's been one way up, and there should be a technical correction at some point of time. I already mentioned we have got 9 consecutive days positive over the last month. Jan to Feb is seasonally a toppish period for markets in general. In fact, February has the weakest record on a 10-year annual average basis. February is usually the weakest month of the year. And so that is why this is a time to be a little more cautious. Even if your overall picture on the market is positive or a particular stock is positive, we just want to retain a cautious outlook.
On that note, we let you go. Appreciate you making time and speaking with us.